Hey, I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Jasa.
And welcome to Real Talk.
Hey guys, welcome to Real Talk, episode 18. Today we're talking about cars, money, jobs, just growing up.
Yeah, being 16 and all the things that come with growing and being older.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like she said, it's basically, we're kind of just talking about like cars, money, jobs, meaning like as we're 16, driving is now a thing.
Yeah.
And Kaylee's birthday is coming up. She's not quite 16 yet, but
We'll just classify me as a 16-year-old.
So for me, I'm 16, and I think it was like the last episode, maybe the one before it or something.
Yeah.
Actually, like after the one, I think we had to stop recording in the middle of it because my dad was texting me and he was like, I have to come get some files or something. And he came in the room and he was like,
have you guys seen the sunset outside?
yeah, he was like, you guys should go look at the sunset. And so he walked out. We
like,
walked out.
what?
And we're like, it's not sunset time yet. Like
It was not. I mean, there was barely one.
it was bright out. Where
It was still
like
bright. Like there was
sunset.
not a sunset.
Yeah, and so we walked out, and they had my car and whatever. We had looked at dealerships all day and whatever. So yeah, I've been driving for my birthday's in March, so ever since March, and that's something I enjoy driving, and I enjoy the freedom aspect of it, and just like doing stuff for myself. But I mean, it's a scary thing with the whole thing of just like having to like be responsible for yourself and whoever's in the car with you. And yeah, there's a lot of change that comes with that. And I don't know, Kaylee, what your view is on it since you haven't driven yet.
Well, the only thing, like, I have my permit, and so I've been driving, like, as much as I can to get as many hours on it and as much practice before I get my license. And so now I feel like I drive everywhere now, like with my family, and when we go out to dinner or when my mom has to run errands or something, normally I'm driving. And so I like it. I enjoy driving. It's fun for me because I don't know. I feel confident on the road. I feel like I'm watching everybody, and so I feel confident. I love it. But then there are like these scary moments when idiots come and just pop up in front of you. And I'm like, dude, what the heck? Road rage is real.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that on the back of my car.
Road rage is real.
Yeah.
I have road rage.
I do. I don't even have a license. And I'm like,
yeah,
it's bad. Why? You just can't expect people to follow the rules. Which sucks, but
which you can, because it's hard, because you can be a good driver and be like, you can be bomb at driving, and then there can be someone that just doesn't know what they're doing, or not even doesn't know what they're doing, just like is too confident, where they're just like, oh, I'm fine, I'll be on my phone and not be looking both ways and all that.
That is one thing I cannot get behind. Like, you always see all these commercials about like no texting and driving, don't be on your phone and everything, and like, I was always kind of like, okay, whatever, you know. But now driving, I cannot imagine sitting there on my phone while driving.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do that. Like, if I'm in the driver's seat and if I'm driving, I'm focused.
Yep.
Like, I will have music on or everything, but I'm looking at the road.
All you need is CarPlay.
All you need is CarPlay.
CarPlay is a lifesaver.
You heard it here
a text
first.
comes up, you click it. What would you like to say? I'm on my way. Sending. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's all you need, you know. It's perfect. So
yeah,
that's something. But also another aspect of cars is finding a car and paying for a car if that's something you have to do. That also goes along with jobs. So for me, my mom's a realtor, and shout out to Jillian, mommy. But yeah, so me and my sister actually. Well, it was me originally, but now I share it with my sister. Shout out to Joya. Anyway, so she has these newsletters she sends out every other month. It used to be every month, but now it's only every other month. And so I have 2 months to, Joya labels them. My sister puts the stamps on them, and I write the addresses, and there's like 700 of them, and I mail those out every other month and get paid for that. So that's a job I have, but also Kaylee and I applied at a few places, and this one place called me, and I have an interview in like a couple days.
Yeah.
And she applied there. I actually haven't asked you if they called you back, but
Well, they did email me back like 3 hours later. They were real quick.
ooh,
But it was stupid. Like, I got one email and it was just blank. And I was like, is it loading or what? Like, I don't know what happened.
Ooh.
And then they sent another one and it was like, please turn in a physical application sometime this week or next week.
okay. They told me when I have the interview, I go in and like do I have to fill out the application for it to do the interview. Like there's a
But
like,
you did it
handwritten-
online, right?
Yeah, but there's also like an interview application or something.
Okay.
I don't
Well.
know. But so we applied as hostesses for
Mhm.
someplace. And so that's exciting. That's another thing. But it's easier in the summer. It's easier to
Yeah.
work in the summer when you don't have as much going and you have more daytime without school. So that's something, but
I'm excited. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't been called back or anything yet, but like the possibility of us working together would be awesome. It'd be so much fun.
Yes. And for us, like I had this whole shebang with my resume, like because to apply to a job, most places you have to have a resume, and
It's really good to have a resume.
yeah, you want to have a resume. You need to make a resume. So
Mhm.
I had this whole thing. I invited my friend over, and shout out to Grace. So many shout outs today. And she came over and we started making our resume. And whenever I did it, I was like, I don't really know what I have to have on it. And so you look up like templates for resumes and all
Mhm.
that. And so I started one website, too confusing, tried another one, wasn't working or something. And Grace was using this other one. And it was so good. It was so well, like, I don't know, like
Formatted?
organized, formatted, yeah. Easy to understand. So we started doing that. Made it all. Super proud of it. Loved it.
It looks good. She sent it to me and I was
Hold
like,
on.
okay.
But that wasn't the first one I sent you.
Oh.
So the other one, that one we were doing together, we do it all. Says you have to buy it. Yeah, I didn't tell you that. Yeah, we have to. It was like must buy, must like subscribe, whatever.
Screenshot it and then print it.
Well, it didn't work. Like it didn't fit on the screen, whatever. So yeah, I had to remake it on Canva.
Canva is the bomb.com.
Yes.
That's
Canva
where I made mine.
just go ahead and do it like yourself on Canva because don't use another. They have resume templates on Canva.
Yeah, you literally just go to resume templates and it's like it has everything you really need on there and you just fill it in with your own information.
And you can personalize it, like
Yeah.
make it whatever you want. And also, I think it's nice to have a picture on there. You don't have to, but it's kind of nice if they're looking for image,
Yeah.
if they want to put a face to an application or like
Mm-hmm.
maybe like for hostesses, I feel like it's nice to be like, oh, they look like this and this will be the person that
They have a friendly face.
someone
yeah.
walks in and sees,
Mm-hmm.
That's an option. But so yeah, resumes and also with jobs, just like Kaylee's really passionate about this topic, but just enjoying your job and not doing
Yes.
something that you are wasting your time doing because you don't like it.
Yeah.
You can say more about that.
Yeah, I have a babysitting job lined up. I have 2. And one of them didn't work out and that's okay. Like it was God's plan in that, but it was just not fun. It was not I don't even know if I want to say all this. I didn't get paid enough for what I was doing and I had asked for a raise. They said no and that's fine, whatever. Next day comes and it's just like, I don't know, these kids were crazy. They were just out of my abilities. Like I didn't feel like I could handle it.
It wasn't worth your time.
It wasn't worth my time. I wasn't having fun. I was constantly scolding them. And I kind of had to like talk to myself. I was like, okay, well the money's worth it. Like you need to do it for the money. And I was like, when have I ever been that person to say that? I strictly believe that you need to do a job that you love. Like I would choose a job I love with less money than a job with more money that I hate.
Which could be something like that case could be something like that could be different for someone else who's like in desperate need of a job, like whatever,
Yeah.
and you just have to settle for something. But if you're just spending your summer, like,
Yeah.
taking
it's-
time out of your summer, you might as well. have
Especially
fun.
since I'm 15. I don't need to be working right now.
Yeah.
I really don't. And so it's just kind of like, well, if I'm working already like prematurely, I need to be doing something that I enjoy.
Yeah.
So this family that I'm babysitting for now, I absolutely love it. I work 9-hour days, and it's like the fastest day of my life. Like, it's so much fun. These kids are incredible.
Yeah, and I babysit them too.
Yes.
So, Haley, if you're listening,
Hey,
we
girl.
adore you and we adore your kids.
Yes, we love you guys.
Love them so much.
So, but yeah, I learned from that. It was just kind of like, God will work it out one way or another.
Oh, that song. Sorry.
God will work it out. If you hate this job and you're only doing it for the money, that's not bringing happiness into your life. Because I'm such a futuristic person, and I was like, okay, well, I need this money for this, and that's going to happen in like 2 months or whatever. But it was like, okay, well, now I'm kind of not happy.
Yeah.
I'm unhappy. I'm just in misery every day. I hate this job. But the money 2 months from now is going to be worth it. I'm such a futuristic person, and I learned, like, no, you can do both.
Yeah.
You know, I found this other job. God, you the man. He worked it out. I have a job I, like, adore, absolutely love with my entire soul, and I'm getting paid for it. And, like, that payment is going to work out for the next 2 months when I need to buy whatever I need to buy. And so you can be happy now and still be planning for the future.
Yeah, and money can be something that's like, I'm only doing it for the money, or I'm doing this so I can buy Lululemon, or you know, all the things that, you know, the material things that just, you know, you just want in the moment and want to work for in the moment. But that's something I have to not, like, I'd be cautious of and aware of with, like, just going out and, like, buying a drink, or on the way to dance, just stopping by Sonic or something. And so spending money is something that, honestly, like, it like, is it really worth it to go get that Sonic drink or that, like, that coffee, you know, from somewhere? You can make it at home. Or if you're just gonna get, I don't know, I'm just saying, like, spending money is something that can be hard, but it's very much worth it. Like, I look at my account and I'm like, oh, I would have so much money if I hadn't have gone to these places. Yeah, but spending in, oh, I was going to tell him the story of the debit card thing.
Oh,
Should
okay. I mean, if you want.
Okay, just for fun.
Do
little
it.
story
Why
time.
not?
So, with my account, I had this whole thing. But, like, you have to, when you get a card, I have a high school checking account, which I highly recommend. But with the checking account, you have to have a debit card. And so with the debit card, you get it in the mail, and then you have to activate it. But so when you go in and set up your account, you have a PIN number. You have a PIN number that you're supposed to remember. And this girl,
Keyword
Jasa,
supposed to remember.
completely forgot her PIN number. You have
Could
to
not
have
remember it
that.
for the life of her.
You have to have that to activate your card. And so,
And what I learned is they don't have it. Like, it's common sense. Like, the bank cannot legally have.
Yeah, because that's what you use that to buy stuff.
To access your debit card, you have to have that PIN. And so the only person who's supposed to have that PIN is you.
Yeah, because you're the only person who's supposed to access it. But yeah, so I forgot my PIN. Yeah, whatever. Long story. Not long story. Whatever. So keep going. And one day I'm like, we figured out, I've called the place so many times, called the bank, like, can I reset my PIN? Is there a way that you can know what my PIN is or whatever? So basically they tell me, like, you have to go in and reset it, like, at the bank. And so one day, like, Kaylee comes home with me, or not comes home.
We had something planned.
Yeah, I don't know. We went to the bank together after school, and lovely guy.
Lovely guy.
I loved him. He was so fun.
Forgot his name. I apologize.
Yeah, I don't remember. He's not listening.
But he's awesome.
Yeah.
He was really nice.
But so I go in and had to, but all he did was, like, reset my PIN. It was super easy.
Yeah, he just reset the PIN. He was like, okay, here you go. Here's the keypad.
Yeah.
Put in your PIN.
Yeah. And so we found a PIN. Kaylee helped me with the PIN number.
I'm her backup. I'm your security.
Yeah. And so we were like, oh, okay, now new debit card. Let's spend it. And so
I kind of played it off. I was like, let's get coffee and make sure it works. You know, like,
yeah. And so we went through Scooters, like this coffee shop, right next to it, and we go through the drive-through, and
card denied.
Card declined 3 times, and so we're like, oh shoot. So paying cash, whatever. Go back up there, tell him it didn't work, And this story is pointless. I don't know why I'm saying this, but so he's like, yeah. So the first couple times it like doesn't work. The first couple times or something.
Well, we had asked. We were like, well, does it like take a day to act like reset or something? And he was like, no, like it should be working. And so he went and checked it, and wasn't it like deactivated since you hadn't?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because I hadn't used it for so long that it wasn't like it was activated with my PIN, but that way it wouldn't get hacked or something. They had to like lock my account, I think.
Yeah,
they locked my account so that it wouldn't get hacked, I guess. So yeah.
So then you had to go in there and unlock it
and whatever. So
it was,
long story short,
yeah,
got the debit card. Highly recommended debit card. You probably have a debit card.
Yeah. Well, it's a nice alternative to cash.
It's easier than cash, because cash you have to like, if you're working and getting money, like you have to be like, I need cash to be able to buy things. But yeah, so debit card, saving your money, and I mean, there's no harm in buying a drink every once in a while.
Have fun with it, like
taking your friend out, but
no, it's fun, it's enjoyable and everything. But you just kind of gotta be like, do I really need this?
Yeah,
and
some things to do, some fun things to do without money.
Yeah, because Jason and I were talking about this, and we were like, ever since you got a car, the only way we hang out, the only way we like go have fun is to go buy something or spend money. Or, you know, and it's fun. Like with a car, you can go anywhere you want. We can go to, you know, coffee shops and, you know, the park or whatever. Like we can do things, but most of those require money. And so we planned out a couple things that you can do without money.
Just in case you are only set, like if all the things you know to do are to go to dinner, go to lunch, go to breakfast, all the places. Then some things to do without money are just drive. I mean, some places you have to, like, to drive to, you have to have gas money, but like that's not really, you know, you can use it without spending that one time. Whatever.
You can afford it.
So watching the sunset, we have a nearby lake that we really enjoy. We actually haven't done it, but we need to do that. But watching the sunset, or even just like, I went with my friends one time and we went and like watched the sunset and colored, like had little coloring books. You just like watch it or have a picnic or something.
Literally, how fun is that?
That's so fun.
No money, quality time.
And it's so pretty. Like, you get to see God's creation, all the fun things. Stargazing. Stargazing is iconic for us, because
it is.
At her house, that was when we had the idea of Real Talk, and we were laying on trampoline, stargazing, and had the feeling, you know. So
had that feeling.
That's no money. Step outside, lay on the ground, grab a blanket, look at all the constellations.
Look at the stars.
A Bible study.
We need to do this together. We have not done it. Well, we've done it in like a group.
Yeah.
But one-on-one, I feel like even that would be a fun date to do. Like with boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be a fun date. It's just something to do. It's so personal. I think that's what is so, like, I love this idea, because it's so personal. You're bonding over God, which is amazing. And, you know, you're being real. You're being, you know,
vulnerable,
exactly.
Yeah.
So I love that. I put down movie night.
Yeah.
We need to do this. There is you've probably seen it all over TikTok, but it's like a Disney movie night, and you correspond your food to the movie. So it's like envelopes, and you pick one out, and if it's like Beauty and the Beast, you make, I don't even know what it would be. You would make themed food to go along with the movie. And
like
then you would
Frozen
eat that food.
one was like frozen cupcakes. You know, something I don't know. That
like
relates
Olaf
to the
cupcakes or something.
Yeah.
So that would be so much fun. Of course, you might have to buy some of the food, but even if you don't want to correspond the food, just a simple movie night, we've done that a million times.
Yeah.
It's so fun. And you get to like comment on
watching it with your friends. Oh my gosh, being like, that was stupid.
Yeah, I was like, what is
this
she
is
doing?
gonna happen.
Like commentating the whole way.
Yeah.
Swimming. This might be more, I don't know, if you have a pool, a neighborhood pool, I don't know.
Swimming.
Yeah. That's fun.
Tanning.
Board games. Nobody ever does this anymore, and it makes me sad. I feel like no teenager.
Apples to Apples is such a go-to.
The werewolf game. I am bringing
nobody
this
knows
up.
what that is.
No, they do. What is it called? Is it actually called like the werewolf game?
It's called ultimate werewolf or something.
The ultimate werewolf. It's the best game ever to exist. It's like Mafia, if you've ever played that, but everybody has a part.
It's like a card game.
Everybody has a role, and it's so much fun. I love that. I could play that all night. Doing your own little mani-pedis. That would be fun. Bible studies, makeovers, to bake something.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so there's things to do without money. There's things your life is not complete if you don't have money. And you're like, if you're our age, like, you know, you're how old? 16, 17, 15, whatever. Like, money isn't all that matters. It's not necessary. You're not having to pay bills and like having to do all this like adult stuff where you have to have money. Like, for me, I have car payments and like gas money and stuff, but like, that's personal, you know. I'm not obligated to be like, I don't have water bill, you know, all the things.
Right.
You're
a lot more financial freedom at this age.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. But yeah, so we have a verse, because that's our new thing. We have a verse that goes along with everything we're talking about. It's kind of worded weird. I might have trouble reading it.
You got it. You got it. What version is this?
Oh, let me see. It's a She Reads Truth Bible, which I think it's a popular. I don't know. It's probably like New Living Translation or like.
Okay.
It's just I really don't know. I'll figure it out, and sometime I'll let you know. But so it's Matthew 6:19 through 21. It's kind of long, but okay. Don't store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust destroys, where thieves don't break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. That's kind of a well-known verse. Like, you probably heard that before, but
it's so good. It's basically saying, like, materialistic things aren't going to go with you to heaven. Mm-hmm. You know, like, the memories that you make and, you know, the happiness that you gain and everything, those are the things that you're going to take to heaven.
Yeah, and like, money's temporary. Your car's temporary. Like, all the things that you think matter that cost something, or I don't know,
drinks and
all the things. Like, that's not something that's going with you to heaven. So storing up the treasures, like I treasure memories with Kaylee, like things like that, those things are gonna last. And where it says where moth and rust destroy, where thieves break in and steal, so I think that could mean something like maybe your car like gets damaged or something, you get in a wreck or something, like
things that can be broken, basically.
Yeah,
like something that can be taken, something that can be destroyed. You know, and that's basically saying like items, physical things, whereas memories, moths can't eat those. Yeah. And nothing's going to break your happiness. You know what I mean? Like those feelings, those memories, those are the things that you really need to treasure. And those are what God's blessings are to us that we get to take to heaven with us.
Yeah. So that kind of correlates with cars, money, and jobs. Hopefully I say hopefully every episode. Okay.
Somebody put a counter on there.
We're hoping, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. We're hoping that hopefully you got something from it, and cars, all of this is temporary. All of the verse is saying store up what matters and what you'll take to heaven. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know if your memories like go with you to heaven. I don't know. You're a new soul in heaven, I guess.
We'll have to ask him when we go.
So yeah, that's kind of what we have to say about Matthew 6:19 through 21, and so yeah. Okay, well, that is the end of episode 18, Cars, Money, Jobs, and Matthew 6:19 through 20. Matthew 6:19 through 21. That was our verse for episode 18.
Yeah. To sum this up once again, find the things that make you happy, and store up the things that you're going to take to heaven.
Yeah, our takeaway for where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Put your heart in the things that matter, and immerse yourself in the treasures of life.
Get a job that you enjoy, something that's going to make good memories.
Recognize that some things are temporary.
Yes.
So yeah, that is the end of this episode, and we will see you guys in episode 19. Bye guys.
Bye guys.
Bye.